something.
It's leaking.
Oh.
Yay, finally.
Alright, no, I need batteries. Not working.
We did it!
Lightning in the thunder.
Dude. So have you been to a KC fair?
Yeah,
Is it
Gretchen
good?
and I went last year. It was a blast. We went to their tournament where they had AC Milan, a Brazilian team that was really good, and some another international women's team. I think it was Tottenham. I think it was the Spurs. And
I've been wanting to go to a Current game for a while now.
the Current are not only so good,
It's more
and
my
like
nice
top
back,
in the not top in the league right now, I don't think.
but very good.
But just a blast to watch and always scoring. You're guaranteed to get a sweet goal.
Heck yeah.
How are we doing, Noam?
We feel good.
Yeah?
I feel
Right.
We're back!
I feel good. Always has been. I feel good.
Okay, sweet. They're all working. We love it. We love it. We love to see it. We love to have it.
We're winning.
So, it's been a while since I've DM'd, so I'm going to be a little rusty, but that's okay. Because I think this is a pretty fun one shot I got. Introduce your characters. Say kind of a little bit about yourselves.
Alright. I am the Terminator.
Camera's there.
I am the Terminator. I am a Warforged Paladin. A Warforged is like it's like an android kind of thing. Like it's pretty much like a steampunk style humanoid robot. And he is a paladin of the Oath of Vengeance. So he's out for bringing those who do bad things justice in a very
Alright. Next.
I will go next. I am Raven Silverback. I am a drow. Druid. Spores. I took the circle of spores. Dark purple skin, white hair.
The name is Wonder Slice. Retired war hero turned sort of fantasy influencer / celebrity among these men. Standard human fighter. Pretty vanilla. Wonder Slice is a sword fighter. He is partnered with his sword Bethany. And he's looking forward to fighting alongside the Terminator, who he's heard great, powerful stories.
My name's Fredlip Slurworthy, and I'm a gnome wizard. Yes, I'm from the Slurworthy family. We're pretty well known. People say we're pretty frog-like, and I have to agree. I appreciate the compliment. And I'm a sage wizard, but that's
incredible. That's amazing.
Fantastic. Too boring. Also, well, we are once again taking a campaign into the world that I have kind of created, called Siluria. It's taking place on a small-ish town named Dolendin. think that's a camera frame. How elegant, Noah.
Yeah, you look
Let's make it
How's it looking?
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's Dolan Den. Pretty decently sized town, but not super huge in comparison to some of the other places in my world. It is in the region of Keldark, which those of you who have played one of my campaigns knows is a mercantile country that is ruled, so to speak, by a panel of high-class merchants. Dolan is one of the farther north-reaching cities that exists within the mainland, while the rest of Keldark generally exists in islands. You find your way. You find yourselves traveling there upon request. We're not going to go into the whole like how do you know each other thing because like this is a one shot and I can make up whatever I want. Great, you're all mercenaries from different backgrounds. You've all taken upon yourselves the request to come and handle the problems that are here in Dolanden. The church has requested your presence here, and so you've started to make your way there. All that you really know at this moment is that it is being plagued by a mysterious curse that not many people know that much about. The church can't seem to do anything about it. Hey, was good, and the promised point of valor is not easily overlooked by yourselves. The air is very dense with humidity, and Dolan being so close to the coast, you can tell it's going to rain soon on your travels there.
Oh, forgive me. Frogman, what did you say your name was?
My name's Fredlin.
Fredlin, would you happen to have some water on you, Fredlin?
Yeah, just some water.
He starts pouring it down his plate armor. It is unbelievably sweltering here. Remind me, Terminator, where do you hail from?
The island of Misfit Toys.
And is it as miserable as here at the island of Misfit Toys?
It's pretty nice there. I also don't feel inclement weather. I believe you wasted a resource.
Wasted resource. Meat, Wonder Slice. My
You
comfort.
are
Let me get
but
some.
a human that will die eventually.
He's got a point.
First of all, uncalled for. Second of all, let me get something very clear to this party. When I asked my agent for a mission, I did not expect to be put up with the likes of Legend and some strangers, no offense. I'm sure you're very capable, frogman and mushroom person.
This is part of my work study. I'm trying to get credits.
Great, yes, that's awesome. I will make sure to talk to my agent about that situation later. In the meantime, so remind me, are we here for the church or is it the government this time? Or is there like a kitten stuck in a wall?
I am here to bring justice to evildoers.
Okay, fair enough, Terminator. You too. Are you also on a quest for justice for evildoers, or do you remember the mission? I have to be honest.
I think our next steps are to head to church right now. Does that ring a bell?
Yes, I do recall something about the church. Let's see what the church.
Is it going to be hard for us to navigate from way to church?
For fairly positive you can make your way there. It's not an issue. So yeah, you make your way into the village. It has not quite started raining yet, but there is like a light and drizzle, almost like not coming down, but very much like misty, right? And you begin to make your way towards what you believe is the church. And walking alongside the road is an elderly man pushing a cart full of cabbages.
You there with the fragile cabbage cart. Is this the church up ahead?
Over there, over yonder, like behind me.
Yes, behind you. This right over there. Is this the church?
Yes. There's a second set of walls that surround the inner sanctum of the church. So, this late in the evening, they may have closed the gates, but back that way, yes, that is towards the church. And if you look towards this map, you can see you come in kind of from over here and are making your way. And the church is within this second set of walls there.
Can I do either a nature or survival check on the state of this cabbages and then this even?
Sure. Give me a nature check. Well. They're okay. They were picked very recently, but you can see that a few of them have started to wilt feels like the wrong word, like soft, right? They've been out for a while. They're not like wilting and getting gross, but they are just it's becoming almost routine. Right?
Oh, onward, and we head towards the church.
Cool. You begin to make your way closer and closer. It takes you a few minutes to get through the city streets, and the rain does start very light at the moment. I need everyone to quickly roll me a insight.
Oh, nice. What is the insight?
It's going to be
Wisdom.
It's wisdom. Okay,
But
so
you might.
I don't think so. Let's go straight 15.
Okay. So 15, 18, 21, and 11.
Look at the boxes.
Oh, up here.
I click on skills.
We'll figure it out later.
Figure out as we go.
Any number change? Or
No,
15
we'll go
okay.
straight 15
Okay.
and cool.
You three.
Yep.
You two notice feel a little itchy, but just kind of can't tell if it's just you're sweaty, gross. You go a little itchy.
This place has bad energy.
I believe that cabbage man to have given me some filthy airborne disease of some sort.
Okay.
Can't see.
Calm down, Kardashian.
Do you have a stick, frogman? There's an itch that I cannot get under my gauntlet.
I use for my own. I'm always kind of itchy, so I use it for my own scratching.
I bet you're
Is it
thriving
sliding?
in this environment.
Well, yes.
But you love
but
this.
this is about as good as it gets.
Keep the slimy stick. Thank you. Frogman.
I can look it off, but
It's okay. That's okay. That's fine. I'll figure it out.
You
don't terminate. Right. When you feel this, no?
you get to the gates of the inner walls that lead to the church, and the gates are closed. So they're just iron bars that go down, so you can kind of see in, and you can see that there's no one in the courtyard area. And looking behind you, there's no one behind you either. The city is kind of emptied out.
Strange. I do believe we should take cover from the rain.
Will you rest? Are you built for this weather?
I am built for any weather.
Okay, big man.
Terminator, that's his way, right, big guy?
Correct.
Breaks your knuckles. Okay, do we see...
Is there like an inn
do we
nearby?
see...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Terminator.
Okay, is there an inn nearby?
And you asked me a question.
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
Dude, it was probably more interesting than it is.
Yeah, probably.
I was going to see if there was like some sort of awning where people were crowded around, taking shelter together.
No, there's no one out in the streets at all. And it's not fully night yet. This evening, it's probably 6:30, 7 o'clock, but it's not like night. It's not dark. There's no one out in the streets.
Consider it done.
That's Roll me a strength check.
Sure. Oh shoot.
That was a 20, Logan.
What was this? 8.
8?
Yeah.
You knock on the iron bars of the wall that lead into the church. Anything else with that?
I'm gonna unsheath my warhammer.
Whoa.
Now we're talking, yes, Terminator!
And give it another bong.
Okay. Roll me an attack.
Okay. Oh, natural 20.
Roll me your hit die and then add the total of add the max to your hit die.
15 damage.
15 damage. Cool.
Oh no.
You do dislodge the iron bars. Not completely.
Yeah.
But enough for like a normal sized being to like kind of slide their way into it.
Yes, well done, Terminator! Stories of him are true. I'm coming! And I'm gonna go to Terminator. Is he big? Is Terminator too big for this?
I'm a medium-sized
Okay,
regular.
so we can all squeeze through. Yeah, okay.
Humanoid.
Actually, no. Medium or they small?
They're small.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so everyone's good. No one's gonna have too much issue.
I'm just gonna break into this church.
They called for it.
You make your
Clearly
way.
they forgot they were expecting us.
We're just going into the outer yard.
Okay. You are breaking into the That's a great comparison. So you do make your way into this courtyard area. There's no obvious openings to the building here, but it's starting to rain a little bit more heavily. It's not like complete downpour, but it is constant. Everyone, make a Constitution saving throw. Is it a Constitution saving throw? That is what it is.
13 from Wonder Sense.
Natural 1. Looking hard.
Okay. 7, 30, 20, 13, 13. That one. Yeah. Okay, great. Well, here's the thing. It's not Logan, take 3 points of damage. Abby, take 1 point of damage. No, okay. Roll me another insight. If you want to figure out what
Gotta get the hell back.
how you define this.
As a warforged who's lived for lots of time, probably seen something before. Maybe has some kind of insight on it. But how are you helping? Conversation, talking about what it could be. Okay. Oh, cool.
It's corrosive. Okay, so it's yeah. If you want to directly compare it, treat it almost like a con. It's corrosive.
You should take cover immediately.
Yeah, let's go inside. Let's go to the door.
Whatever. Sure.
So you have to make your way entirely around this building to make it to
Oh, it's all the way over here. Right. Is there a building closer than, like, if you go back up here, would that be closer?
There are, but
Do any of them look like buildings that would accept outside?
none of them look like an establishment that sort of more like
Church fire best bet. Okay, yeah, we'll have to take the trek. That's super significant.
No. It's just inconvenient. Who plans their church like this with the gate towards the back of the entry all the way around the other end? Yeah, for my manor, my church. Perfect.
takes you about a minute and a half to make it around. It's not huge. And you guys are kind of hurrying up.
Yeah. Sit on, guys. Wait for me. This armor is heavy. Guys.
Terminator takes you under his arm.
That's like Terminator.
Skyler rolling a Constitution.
The war was a long time ago.
14. Alright, so you make it around the other side, you make it to the door. There is a slight overhang, so you're not being directly rained on at this point. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll knock it down. Yeah. With my hands, yeah.
Before you
If we have to go to the Warhammer, we will.
Can we hear anyone inside?
Before you have to go to roll me a investigation. Or perception. Perception. 2%. That's more appropriate. 16?
Yeah, please.
Alright, 1 second. Just put one of these. 1 second!
We'll be right back.
Cool, we're back. I didn't want the delivery person for food to be on the camera. They didn't agree to that.
Very considerate.
Fair enough.
They did agree to.
Oh yeah, I think it was a
16. You can hear that there are some people inside. Not much else. There are some.
Okay. Hold on, Terminator. Don't knock just yet. Someone remind me why they're. What did they want? Do you know?
It was just the church called us here to
Take care of something.
take care of something. For mercy.
Thank you.
Bring mercy.
First married.
Yeah, definitely.
You know that you were summoned here by the church. The pay was really high. And you know that there is some form of perceived curse on the city, but they can't really determine what is causing anything or
That much we.
that much.
Oh, we're getting paid how much? Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Go ahead,
I
sir.
don't know, maybe you should ask her.
My agent handles all of my finances. I don't touch them. I just sit on my piles of food. at home where I don't get rain.
Alright, I know. No? Alright. Roll those dice.
17.
17. Cool. It is loud. Sweet. You hear someone quickly come up to the door and kind of leave. You could open and look at you like, what do you want?
You called us here.
What?
You called us here.
And they look up and see it's raining. Get inside. Get inside. Open the door.
That was the plan.
Loud, stinking rain. Forgive my robotic friend here. I'm Wonder Slice.
There
I
is
believe
nothing
you
to
called
forgive.
for. I believe you called for some local legends, heroes, and here we are.
Wonder Slice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the priest is eating canes right now. He's eating chicken.
Oh, hold on. Is that it? Is that a DoorDash you just received?
Yes.
Those stool notes. That's a good idea.
So
That was gonna be like full of bread.
you declared yourself, right? That's what just happened. You declared who you were, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Cool. What's between all four of you goes? Well, you match the description. Let me go talk with the head priest. I'll back in a moment. See him scurry off up a flight of stairs. Down the hallway.
What a silly thing.
Thing
They're
to
so
say.
adorable when they pretend they don't recognize.
I thought you
I think that's Wonder Bread.
Wonder bread?
Wonder Slice.
And you notice
Slicing is my thing as well. So surely you remember Wonder Slice.
in the church, you notice that there are not a ton of people here, but like not no, right? And it's not all just what appears to be people with the cloth, right? Church. It's not all church priests or nuns or workers or anything like that. It's not all of that. There are what appear to be two children running around, which needs some cues, and then two women standing off to the side.
Do they look stressed?
Not particularly. Yeah, like they don't look actively distressed. They don't look happy, but they don't. They're very just indifferent. We're talking to each other.
And we're waiting for the priest to come back.
Waiting for the priest.
Do they have a stack table out?
Roll me a investigation. Roll me a chance. We'll start investigating.
Unpredictability. 14.
14.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not bad.
I did roll.
You have a
Holy
plus 10.
Nice.
You just like what? Weighted your freaking stats all to 1 or something? Like,
Wizards are
Wizard.
intelligence casters, yeah.
yeah.
But I thought that it's also a trait that I could select.
Oh yeah. You don't see a snack table per se, but you do see like a small offering table that has food on it, including several cabbages.
I was going to say something earlier to the cap cells, but I didn't.
That was probably
About your
a
allergies?
good call.
Yeah, I didn't think you liked it. I'm okay.
You okay?
While we wait for the updates, I want to look around to see if there's any.
So roll me an investigation. 14. Yeah, you notice some mild damage. Not like crazy amounts or anything, but like definitely some spots that there's like water damage. Right? Just like darker brown staining spots, right? Stereotypical like water's been there and then dried. A couple rings. And then off into a corner, you notice that there's like maybe a little bit like running down a wall. Taking it all the way down.
It's on my side. There's one side.
Wonderslice is curious about the game the children are playing.
Handle that curiosity.
He just kind of take a look and see if he recognizes Wonderslice is bold and just looking for entertainment.
Alright, so you're trying to look at it and determine if you know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Seven. It's a game the kids play. They're running around. Yep. Rats.
Well, okay.
Just takes me way faster.
Those boots are in plated armor, which, by the way, happens to be very good. So, forgive me if I was a little winded on our sprint around the building, which, by the way, I still have calls.
We'll be at Constitution.
Save.
Cool. Your next skill check. Okay, you're tired. Late mail's making it really hard to recover from this. Not around.
So he's still heavily breathing. Actually, he goes, and by the way, this plate mail is very heavy. It hurts my knee a little bit and rubs on my thighs when I run. It's very different.
I'll get a minute. Terminator will walk up to those old ladies. You walk up to the old ladies and they stop talking to each other. Yep. They're still facing each other, but yep. And I think. Hello there. Hi. What is happening in this town?
Hey, they're not the ones who called us, by the way.
What? Why does the rain hurt? I don't know. Did anyone new enter the town around this time? There's been a couple merchants who keep going in that period of time. Some of them newer, but like no one has stayed. Did any of them sell mysterious items? Not really. There's one guy that's kind of obsessed with cabbages, but he lives here. He's been like that for a while, so like,
We did see that one. Thank
Yeah.
you for your time.
you're welcome. Cool. You hang out for another little while. You notice it's been like 35, 40 minutes since that guy left. We went up the stairs. Go, start making your way up the stairs. One of the other clothes, cloth, definitely church clothes. Approaches you as you start making your way to the stairs. You're not allowed to go on.
We're just waiting on the high priest. So go check on him, or
You're-
what's going on?
Excuse me. Sir, you are mistaken. We are actually the mercenaries that you. Excuse me. You surely you recognize Wonder Slice. I'm here, and I would like to speak to whoever hired us to solve the problem.
Kind of clear my throat. We need the high priest. Please.
He's eyeballing me like, would you like some water in the meantime?
I've got this. I'm actually a war hero, so I can handle a little bit of stinky rain and a little bit of breathlessness. Thank you. Please just get the high church and hurry.
Please let us know. See, he also scurries up the stairs around the corner. The rain, you can now hear audibly from outside the building, is now full downpour. And those dark spots that you noticed earlier are now like darker, actively wet at this point. And the drip you saw coming down the side of the wall is now like a pretty constant flow.
Are there any windows?
They are, but they're all stained glass. So I got those.
We could see like shadows of them.
They're all.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, there's lots of them.
Why?
I'm gonna take it.
A few minutes later, you see a particularly well-dressed lady down the stairs. Opens up a parasol, umbrella with feet, and begins to make his way outside. Shortly after that, goes to the they look kind of exhausted. They guide you upstairs. Just not magically.
Could I actually use divine sense as the spell?
Sure.
Strong evil. So I would know if he is. So I would know the location of any celestial being or undead within 60 feet. I knew the type of celestial being or undead. I could also the presence of any place or object that is supposed to be consecrated as with the house spell. So 60 feet. Yes.
All within 60 feet.
Yes. That is not
so it has to be a line of sight. 60.
Yeah, as the guy walks by, it would be when I would cast it.
It's definitely not undead or a celestial being. Definitions of evil different. So, like, you know,
Okay.
his goal is in-game capitalism.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Yeah. And get to a simple door, not terribly interesting office. It is very busy. Waiting for you tonight. Yeah, remember, the gate was closed. You literally broke your way in. There was not an expectation that he was going to be talking to you this evening. He did. He did. He also likely didn't expect you to be here this evening. Most people rest. Now,
We're eager to get stuff done.
you're go-getters. You make your way to the office. You see that it is largely covered in books. Many of those books are worn down. Office is relatively small. You can see off to the side there's several more like big now it's not open, it's not big, it's small. But this is not a leading member of the church leading this church. This is like run down second class, so to speak, of the church.
Sir Priest, what is your budget for it? Is it higher than your budget for your ceilings?
What's wrong with the gate?
There's nothing.
Well, it's the strangest thing. It was locked. And, of course, you called for us. We can't be here without going through the gate, and one thing led to another, and the Terminator knocked, and it just happened to let us in a fashion.
And when the Terminator
seconds.
knocks, the door opens.
That is correct.
Oh my goodness, you've outed us after 2 seconds.
I think we rolled the Constitution saving throw.
The stress?
Second hand embarrassment. Your next charisma based roll is at disadvantage.
Alright, great.
I will have my gate people talk to your gate people, and we'll get this sorted out. It's really the least of your concerns. I would be concerned about the ceiling first.
Actually, I agree. Respectfully.
I appreciate your concern. My ceilings and gates. I will have to work on that. Figure it out. In the process, determining what we can renovate. I guess I need to add something to that list. That is not why I called you. You are not here to work on the building. Here, figure out what is going on, how we start. All we know, it rains a lot. When it does, things start to break and people start to hurt.
Steve, what's up?
Fantastic question. Part of the reason you are figure that out. You can see he is more and more distressed the more he has to
Sir, I'm so sorry about this over here. But you called us here to fix this, right? Crap. Okay, my question was, what time of the day does it usually rain? Is there ever a period when it doesn't?
It seems correct. Seems to come and go. It's just more often.
Have you had any merchants come to this town to sell wizardry items?
We do have merchants come and go from this town quite a bit. Some of them do sell that magical variety. Let's check the dates.
Any that deal in necromancy?
Not that I'm aware of. Not normally.
Is there one within this town?
There was. But if I do, a black market.
Okay.
See, roll me a perception.
18.
You can see he's kind of nervous about that line of questioning.
I am Frederick Slipworthy. Who was the guy that came out the door earlier?
Sorry, I was about to just be like, it's like, I shouldn't say that. He's a thorn in my side. I feel as though I'm trying to take over the cage of the Merchant's Guild. This is not his team. This is my team. Frustration.
I thought you were the priest over there. You were an elected official.
Church is the rightful owner of this land. It's like, just to clarify, this church here with the ceilings for the gate. I will speak with you more in the morning. If you need anything, please talk to one of the attendants.
There's one last question. What are the ways this civilians of this town have been that was great? Have you maybe any type of instruments, any type of spells?
Stains.
And you would kindly show us to our suites. We will rest up and prepare to take the problem into our own hands tomorrow. You're safe.
He opens the door. Jeremiah, come show these fine people way out. He shoots you out the door and closes it.
That Terminator, a private escort.
Indeed.
Okay. Jeremiah got goes down the stairs and came from quite a bit of time ago.
Is there a tavern nearby that you can stay at?
He goes, yes. And he goes over to a map, just a wall in town. And he points out, there's one, this corner here, just a little bit down the street.
Also, if you're still reading, with the covering to the side of the
I could provide you an extra pair of robes for deposit, but not much else.
that would be
He goes and he fishes out, but apparently some of like the most ragged, rundown, cold, like what they can spare. Right, here you go.
I would not be caught dead.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I use mine as an umbrella.
Cover up, way back outside. It's still raining. heavily at this point, so those roads get so gritty. Make your way at least to the gate before that happens, and then stand under the archway of that wall that sits there with the gates. It's the man with the parasol. He's kind of just leaning there against the wall, almost waiting.
Enjoying the weather?
Well, I do always love the short. It's great. Always. Auto rat.
It's always such a great credit for you.
I can't see how.
Think of the vibe.
If I know so you provide you no sense of place here, no direction. They take you to the end. I will go.
So it does feel pretty good.
How could I not tell? Mr. One tries to I was
Told you, I told you. I used to be with a celebrity, huh, gang? Let's go.
So, takes you through town a little bit, walking in. Have a brisk pace. You don't have an umbrella. Takes you briskly past the inn that is right there.
Past the inn.
Past the inn.
Isn't that right there?
You wouldn't become dead soon. Certainly not on my time. Absolutely not. It's what? Dirty.
I fear we're actually going to be caught dead. You, maybe we should have reached next morning?
That decision is up to you.
Can I do an insight check?
I fail to see the problem, but I'll go with the group.
19.
He's eccentric, but not so good.
I suppose I'm outnumbered. Thank you for your generous offer. Go with it. Oh, we're going with them.
Silly man. Listen to
Vic.
conversation.
No.
Oh my goodness, that was close. It looks stinky in there.
You make your way about another block into the city, and there's an inn that takes up a little bit more space. The sign has more colors on it, right? It's definitely a higher inn. Walk inside, and you get to walk just back there by the door, but you see him talking to the front.
See a snack table about?
Yeah, I do an investigation check.
There is a snack table. It's covered in a variety of fruits and vegetables. There are bread, pastry items. Nothing like crazy heavy. There's no meats, there's no cheese, there's like there's no cabbage.
Oh.
There is a snack table.
I'm falling from.
Before we entered the inn, whereabouts was the inn?
Like we passed, just basically further down the street. So instead of like right there, instead of like a corner here, it's like further down here. This
Okay, so as we made our way down this road, could I have done maybe perception or investigation on my surroundings and see, like, if there's any sense of some kind of black marking, foot traffic, anything like that? Are you good with either one, investigation or perception?
I'd say perception.
Perception. Yeah.
23. Okay.
All the buildings are very similar for the most part. They're like distinctly more run down. There's like definitely higher class buildings compared to some, but definitely there's like, wow, this one absolutely is very impressive.
Alright. Okay.
You do notice though that like, despite how much it's raining, water's not really piling. Like, there's not huge amounts of puddles or anything like that.
Is there like switches thing, like snow drains and stuff?
You don't see any panel covers or like there's an occasional like vent.
So this is that.
Words.
Well, necromancer.
What do you want?
Alright, so yeah, you guys are getting spooky second.
There's
Sorry.
a little bit.
No,
I'm
we're in the building, yeah.
Like, but inside, staring at the guy.
You see him come back from the receptionist, walk over to the snacks and he goes, "Oh, thank you." Keep left. He grabs something off the table real fast and goes, "I talked to the receptionist. For those of you who see the future, should you need anything, please contact me. I'll shoot you tonight."
Do you know anything of what's happening in this town?
Then he goes, the money came from that church can't afford to pay. You see, condition of their buildings. Even their gate is falling apart just today.
Yeah,
I wonder how that happened.
It's insane.
Someone had
You paid for the gate?
for us. So, how has this rain come to be?
that. I please won't.
Do you have any?
Can't tell. I know that most of the water seems to go towards the church. I don't. I just I can't do my trade in this area with the rain down to them.
Do you know anyone that would know more?
Notice a mild ability. Not like someone takes my life kind of like I don't like that question. That situation. Like, there may be people that are more aware of the situation.
You mentioned that the rain pools more around the church. Are there any areas where it does and it's not?
This river that runs along the side of the south of the rains, it does make rigorous stream. Beyond that, I have not noticed anywhere else particularly.
Where are the people that might know more?
As I said, it's not associated with those merchants. But it's like merchant that got you a little bit. It's like solid gold. Like stands on it. It's like I can't see. Okay.
You or us?
Insights about the water.
No. Oh my god.
Well, I'm gonna go to bed.
Good work.
Likewise. Well done, Frogman, on the snack spot. Excellent job, you two. Also. And what was the name of it? Reginald. Thank you, Reginald. I'm good.
Make her a receptionist to go.
Same thing.
Don't feel
No, it's the whole thing.
How far in walking distance is the river is from the inn?
What, 60 feet? Yeah. I mean, like, are we talking like,
Like 10, 15 minutes to walk that in and back.
okay,
cool.
during the rain? You can breathe. Like,
Is it still like downpouring or is it kind of like up?
I would suggest going out. You could.
How would
By all means.
Well, my character only needs a 6-hour rest, so I have 2 hours of dead time if for everyone else's long rest. But before he leaves, where would you get a device to protect from the rain?
Oh, like my parasite. Fantastic. Reason for the agent. They would find further to the point than a mob. They can, if you would like, I can simply rest.
It probably won't come in time. Thank you, though.
Should you need just
Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll just go ahead and long rest.
before and I said it outside, just in case.
everyone downstairs on bed? Night fall. Everyone goes to bed. some of you more well fed than others. You wake up in the morning, really refreshed, finally realize the rooms that each of you had were not just simple rooms. No, you each suites. It's not raining. Okay. It's full.
Do you bring them around? Could I stick like a piece of rope in it and see what happens? Like how long it takes to work this stuff through?
I would like to bring it in the cloud so that I can see it. Okay, so it's not raining right now. Can we head to the river really quick?
Since it's not raining at the moment, but typically the day before there is a decent amount of water flowing, but it's not like rapids or dangerous. It's just kind of like you're gonna feel some pressure in the water. Be careful, don't slip, right?
Did we see people outside?
Yeah,
As we walked
People were walking around. You saw the cabbage merchant buying stuff. That was cabbage. Yeah, like pretty cool. That's good. That's great. The cabbages were slightly more mushy than yesterday. But you can also see the most people don't care. I like it. Roll me a constitution save. 16. Cool. It's not bad. So,
No, but it was pretty bad.
Sure, we'll hear you one minute. This is what
Well, it was out in the rain, and it was pretty okay.
scares.
Plus, this unstinky water concerns.
the world. So no one doesn't smell great, but it's not like this is a horrible smell. It's kind of just like, right.
As a paladin, I have to look at a holy water. Could I put like a drop in there and see what happens? Put a drop in it.
Great, get more holy water.
What the heck, man?
Find the water.
So it
By
is.
the way, that's how holy water works. So,
Okay.
Okay,
I have
Paladin
two
didn't know that.
I wanted to see if the holy water reacted to
I dump it out
what we
and
thought
refill the
was.
jar with water.
Whoa! Don't
from
dump
the-
out holy
from the
water.
river.
Perfectly good holy water.
Drink that.
I refill it with water from the river.
You have wasted a resource, silly human.
You wasted a possibility for a thought.
It's in the river.
Can I investigate the water?
what do you want? What do you looking
That, if it's like runoff from something, like that's
That's funny. So Dolinda is along the coast. It is definitely runoff of something, right? Like in the mountains to the north, leading to the ocean. rainwater does contribute to what flows through the urban generation because that produces more water in the surrounding area and it needs to shed somewhere. It's not dirty, but it's a river. It's not like clean water. And with it, the heavy rain, more particulate matter has like moved into the river because like it's dirt, mud, weeds, and everything like that. So like it's not dirty, gross, wouldn't touch that. But it is like this isn't a clean, pristine, perfectly stream water. No, it's like
Just think you can feel like right now.
75%. It's like humid but not unbearable.
I got last night. Sold it. River. Thanks.
Follow along whatever way the river is flowing and see if there's any kind of blockage or.
Where do you want to start? So the river starts up here.
I mean, preferably as far over here as we can go, and then within a reasonable amount of travel time.
You can get across the city.
Okay, let's do that. Oh shoot, I'm sorry. Let's do that. Or I will do that.
You can throw things, Terminator.
Silly human.
So you want to start as far north as reasonable.
I will do the walking as you can't.
Did I get that? Start as far north as reasonable.
Yeah, it's reasonable, yeah. And just see general, like, what's going on, starting at the river. Take the play metal off, silly.
Off day yesterday. I didn't eat breakfast. And so I was a little cranky. I'm sorry.
You could not affect me. I don't have feelings.
I love the Terminator, big boy.
Boom.
Boom.
The north side of the river, we're following up, just checking for anything. Working your way back down. Heading up, you don't see anything basically up until the wall there. There's an opening for the water to start flowing through. It's iron bar, it's great and stuff like that. So like, a little bit of buildup. Those grades, other than that, nothing particularly. You start to make your way further south. There's a bridge that crosses there. It's the boundary, but like not terrible. It's like it's fine. Continue along. It becomes harder to traverse in this section. Definitely like houses that were put up right against the river. Right? This was not a walking path for people. Houses kind of like against it. So like getting through that, you have to wait.
There's nothing.
How much further do you want to go? It's like right now you're not quite approaching the south.
They've found it as they walk.
Activity.
If that's what you want to look for, yeah, you do.
That's what I want to do.
Can I also roll investigate?
Yeah, Shannon. Help! Someone help!
Can I investigate?
Suppose I too investigate.
I know. 23.
Dang! We won't talk about what I got.
What'd you get?
That one.
That matters. That matters.
Dang it.
The Terminator believes that. What was your actual die number?
13.
Okay. The Terminator believes that he has found something.
I have found something, silly humans.
He said, "Hey, it's on the other side out here. It's It's on the outside of the wall, right? But it's further down the river there. So it's grated, right? There's an iron grate there, right? Okay, you want to go to the other side?
Yeah, I just go.
Okay.
I'll just get
You
around there.
traverse around. Okay. Takes you about 2 hours to wade back up the river because you've now been in the river. You're going against the flow of water.
Well, it's just me, right?
Is it just you? Is anyone else following?
Wait, whoa.
He's
whoa,
trying to take you all with him because he thinks he's found something.
Has anyone else found anything?
No? He rolled first, and he rolled a nat 1. We're going with that first, okay?
I mean, you guys can just wait behind.
I don't want to be exhausted from going up the river for 2 hours.
You don't have to go.
If
I need
everyone
someone to
goes-
carry me in case I get winded.
if everyone
Yeah, I'm not
chooses to
doing that.
wait behind, I need contested persuasion.
Okay. Do it.
What?
Oh. So contested persuasion.
Contested persuasion.
There.
Oh.
So
He's really sure he's found something, and he wants everyone to go with.
and everyone would be able to roll against my persuasion, right?
Yep.
All right. Dirty 20. 6.
7.
Oh,
One
dang
frogman.
it.
One frogman.
7.
Bruh.
Oh man.
Where are we at?
Why have you done this?
Are we going on an adventure?
I found something, so
Great.
I, for one, trust Terminator entirely.
I can't wait to see
got a
what it
6.
is. You could have said this 2 hours ago when we passed it.
Well, you didn't pass it. You got to make your way back up the river onto the road, get out
to
of the
go
city,
back
and go on the other side of the
around.
wall.
So we do that. Do we find anything?
So you waste about 2 hours going around. You're now soaking wet. You make your way onto the other side of the river. What do you find?
Nothing.
Someone's laundry drying in the woods. Feels
Terminator.
good. Everyone roll me a Constitution saving throw.
5.
Dang it.
15.
20.
11.
Cool. You have a level of exhaustion
Oh, shoot.
from wading up the river, dragging everyone there. It has now started to drizzle a little bit. Kind of misty.
Great.
Not heavy rain, not even full
Time was
rain
kind of
yet.
an important factor.
Humidity is raised. It's now about like 85, 90% rain or humidity, you know.
Terminator, was this it? Was this what you saw? These pantaloons in the wind?
This is obviously a wizard's undergarments.
What do
Wizard,
you-
wizard
yeah.
frog? What do you say?
What do you think, wizard?
Can I investigate the undergarments? 22.
No one sees you investigate these.
I'm just kidding.
And they are quite uninteresting. Definitively found.
Okay.
But there is a pouch.
I'll check the pouch.
Are they magical, frogman?
I don't know yet.
It's big enough.
It's got a big pouch.
Big pouch, that's a good sign.
It's a front pouch
Okay.
on these undergarments.
Yeah. What's in there?
Right now, nothing. No one's wearing them.
It's a strange place for. Oh. Frogman, get out of there!
Wonder Slice has never needed a friend.
I'll step back.
Is there some residual slime in the pouch?
Gross. I'm going to opt for the fact that you didn't touch them
And he was just looking.
Fair.
Oh,
okay.
The Alexa didn't like that. No, there's no residual slime in the pouch.
Very stealthy frogman. Well done.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm.
No, I am a god.
Hi, Noah.
No, I am a god.
It's distracting. Okay, so you make your way
Did anyone else find anything on our 2-hour trek
back up.
over here?
No,
I found this cool rock.
no, this was a complete. This was a nat 1.
Okay, I say we get out of here before someone yells at us for staring at their underwear.
Oh.
I leave.
Cool. Do you where do you want to go? Do you want to go back to where you were searching before?
Yes.
Okay. It does not take you 2 hours to get back there. You're not trekking back up through water that's flowing against you. It's like maybe 30 minutes. Not very hard.
No.
Well, back to square one, and
I don't know if the microphones can hear that happening. Noah is text to speeching his Google Home. I don't know what it
He's
is,
speaking to us through his Google.
and it's throwing me off my game. The gods are speaking to me.
Chandler.
They're telling me
that
it's
time
gonna
of the
rain.
night, Chandler's hearing voices.
Signs to go to bed. Chandler's hearing voices. Okay, you make your way back around there. It's still not heavy rain yet. It's like a light drizzle. I'm gonna unplug that thing. Not yet heavy rain. You get around there. It takes about 30 minutes. It's not too bad. You continue looking. You make it towards the actual gated part, the iron barred part, and you do notice off to the side a little bit where there was kind of once a house, there was clearly like a landslide that took the building down, and there's lots of debris and what looks like a hole that's punched through the wall of like the outer wall of the city. Not like that goes clean through to the other side, but just like there's bricks that have fallen in.
Does it look new? Was it like that before?
Doesn't look incredibly new or incredibly old.
The hole was made by on impact, like it was something hit it.
Roll me an insight.
I'm trying to picture this. I'm struggling a little bit.
Imagine a landslide took away part of a building.
Okay.
So now there's just a gap of ground beneath it, so things have fallen away.
Insight?
Insight.
21.
21? Cool. Yeah, I mean, it does not look like any one thing in particular caused all of the damage. It was a mixture of house falling against wall and mudslide, and so removal of like support material. So just like, you know,
Okay.
lots of rain, mudslide, house falling, hole in wall.
And did it look recent or not? Did you already say that?
Not super recent, but it does not look like this has been forever.
Okay. I'd like to ask anyone around us if there's anyone hurt from this.
There's no one currently around you. You are in the river, behind houses. So, and it's now starting to rain, so like no one's outside.
Fair. Great.
Well, we've been out here for hours, and this building is the only lead we have. Shall we take cover in the part that's not collapsed and
That's
take a look inside?
a wonderful idea.
Let's.
Cool. You all take cover in the partially collapsed building. You notice that it's not dirty for being open-aired and just allowing anything in. It's not clean, but it's not dirty.
strange. It doesn't seem to be clean, but it's certainly not dirty. Frogman, what's your take on this?
What king
I was just
observation?
thinking the same thing myself. I think it could be a little dirtier.
I agree.
I use prestidigitation to make it a little bit dirtier.
Why?
Mud slap.
Just why?
Swab hurt uses mud slap. It's very effective.
Hello?
You don't hear a response from
Kind of off topic. Can I do a check to make sure that this building isn't going to collapse on us in this corrosive rain?
Sure. Roll me a construction check.
That's what I was thinking.
God,
Like survival?
Investigation.
yeah, survival's a good. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that one's
okay.
that's a good one. I like that. You would use that to like make a
17.
shelter. So like
Mhm.
17.
Yes.
The building doesn't appear as though it's gonna come down right now.
Okay, cool.
What remains of the building looks to be stable.
Can I do an investigation check to try to figure out what the purpose of the building could have been? Is it a home? Is it a restaurant? Inn?
Sure.
Storage?
Get out.
Roll me a investigation. An insight or investigation. I'm good with either.
13.
13.
Maybe I should. Oh, no, I didn't.
This at one point was kind of like a barracks for the wall.
Hmm.
You can tell that just kind of based off of like, there's no immediately definitive like this was a shop, this was someone's house, right?
Mhm.
There's still like a couple beds, bunks in there, and like what look like weapon racks, right? They've all been emptied. There's no sheets on the beds, anything like that. But there's like the frame still there. It wasn't worth salvaging.
Wonder Slice is in an annoying, nostalgic, dramatic, introspective mood where he's like rubbing the weapon racks and like observing, maybe patting the beds. Like, I remember it fondly. Before all the brand deals and the king partnerships, this used to be my life. Barracks. Oh, how I miss thee.
You do. You miss it?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
No,
like,
not
I'm
in
like
this
rolling a
case.
performance.
Are there any doors, openings?
There is the big hole in the wall.
Mhm.
That's the outside.
So like a basement or like a cellar.
In this building, no. There's not. It's too close to a river. It wouldn't make sense. But there's a big hole in the wall.
I ignore the hole in the wall.
Can I do an investigation for any kind of like trap door or basement or anything like that?
There's no cellar. There's no
Is there
basement.
anything in this building to
Roll
do?
me an intelligence. An intelligence saving throw. At disadvantage. So now one.
I'm gonna stop rolling.
Logan's character pays just as much attention as he does when statements like, hey, it's right next to a river, it doesn't make sense for a basement to be there.
But trap doors, Chandler.
No.
All right.
And not because you couldn't find it with a nat 1, not because you didn't check, but because you thoroughly checked and there is none.
Perfect. Terminator did his due diligence.
Oh.
I will go investigate the hole in the wall.
Oh, thank you. I was afraid I would just have to tell you. Your characters walk over towards the big hole in the wall.
I mean, give us a little nudge, you know?
Help us out a little bit.
Come on, DM.
Yeah, I don't know how much there's a big hole in the wall. Well, I checked for this. Great, yeah, you do. And there's a big hole in the wall. I don't know how many more times I can say it.
It's kind of a red herring, right?
Hey,
It's
wait,
a little
was there a
obvious.
big hole in the
Pretty
wall?
clearly.
Pretty clearly.
I knew you were pretty rusty, but like we need some direction here.
You look at the hole and there's nothing there. That'd be great.
So, I guess we'll leave.
You head over towards the hole in the wall, and you notice that the river has like almost an offshoot that is heading into this section where a large amount of water is flowing. You can hear it kind of rushing down into a hole into the ground in there, but the water is so vigorous that it's like kind of created a whirlpool there. And with the rain now coming down at like a steady pace, that seems to be getting worse.
It's like very intense.
Yeah, so we may have to come back when it's not raining.
You might have already said this. How large is this whirlpool? That way you can kind of like
2 Logans wide.
person Logan or Terminator?
Person Logan. 2 person Logans wide.
So about 12 feet wide.
Wide.
Yeah,
Not tall.
Yeah, so I said wide.
Not wingspan. Wide.
You're shoulder to shoulder.
Shoulder to shoulder. So like 8 feet.
Okay.
At most. When you're standing with your, that about 8 feet.
Like
at most.
Yep.
Realistically, probably closer to like 6.
Fair enough.
2 meters.
Alright.
But it's picking up and seeming
Yes.
to grow.
Is that Peggle? No. Oh. I thought someone like want a Peggle level. I'm sorry. Signs to go to bed.
this is.
I investigated the Peggle.
Oh wait. This is all water.
This is all water.
Let me look at this stuff.
Roll me a perception.
Me?
Yeah.
Not one.
No.
No. Can I also do perception?
No.
Dang it.
I mean, you can. Go ahead. Roll me a perception.
Nat 20.
Great. You perceive the world with your both eyes and
Thanks.
both ears.
Excellent.
You do so successfully.
Alright.
Quite extravagant for a pile of rocks held together by a magic.
This whirlpool is way more than 10 gallons, correct?
Yes. Most definitely. You cannot
Is it
shake
like-
water this away.
Is it like down in the ground?
It is
It's
flowing
like
down.
below us.
It is flowing down.
Okay.
Like the water is going into a hole.
So
maybe
there
you
is
should
a
maybe you
basement.
should drop a bit of your holy water in here.
Okay.
Make a bunch of holy water.
Okay.
Drop of holy water in it.
Great.
Since we know that creates holy water.
It does in small enclosed containers.
There goes. Silly human.
He would need like the
You should know this. You're a paladin.
he would need like the entire church's supply of holy water to do anything with that in the scenario.
You can't just bless the water falling on this town.
If that would have worked, the church would have solved the problem.
Okay. Well,
Surely we're not the first to stumble upon this whirlpool. Shall we ask around, or
maybe for a potentially bad idea, we might get associated with a bad group. I have a feeling this whirlpool leads to a hideout of some sort, but I don't know how to test that.
I think we should go in.
I think you should go in, Mr. Frogman.
Think so? Okay.
Should we wait until it's not a whirlpool? Like,
Yes.
until it's not raining, pouring down rain, and then go down it when it's,
Yes.
dry?
I have a feeling this water is going down into something.
So should
my
we...
plate armor is not known to be buoyant in any fashion.
No,
so
you
I
would
would
sink and
I would
die.
appreciate a dryness. Yeah.
So should we go just long rest or rest until the rain stops?
And I mean, it's been a few hours, so
A few hours. It's probably like 4 p.m.
You guys hungry.
I guess
Maybe
go
we
back
can find some, like, we can go to the Rundown Tavern and see if there's any locals inside there, since it's raining right now that we can get more information from while we wait for the rain to die.
Okay.
Excellent idea.
Alright.
That's
Good
what we
plan.
do.
Good idea. You make your way. It's not terribly far, kind of from where you guys are at. So like making it there doesn't take too long. You do go through the rain. Roll me a Constitution saving throw real fast.
Nat 20.
13.
4.
8.
Abby takes 3 points of corrosion, necrotic, whatever you know. Skyway, you take 1. 1 point. Damage.
Ouch. And stinky.
You make it there. It is. Scar, roll me a second Constitution saving throw.
Can do. Well, maybe.
This is the same cube you were picking up tomorrow, right?
I'm gonna find a good ending spot.
I gotta clear it.
You think so? Yeah.
We're
It's
kind of.
annoying.
This is actually timed
10.
really well based off how I think things are gonna go. 10. Cool. You power through, but you're disgusted at the lower quality of inn that this is in comparison to the one that you stayed at before. Like, just you don't want to touch this, but you power through. You're a hero.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Begrudgingly, you power.
You can do this, Wonder Slice. You can do this. You can do this. It's just a little stinky and wet and dirty and gross.
These are your people.
You've been through a war, Wonder Slice. You can do this. Hello,
Oh, you poor baby.
fine citizens. We are a party here to save you, and we'd like to ask some questions. Is anyone available for a conversation?
You attract quite a lot of attention immediately. Abby, roll me another Constitution.
Oh, God.
How much is your second-hand embarrassment happening?
14.
Oh, you're fine. You
It
don't
wasn't-
like it, but you're.
I don't like it. That one wasn't as
You've
bad.
gotten
though.
used to it at
That
this
one
point.
was
This
not
is the first time.
offensive.
Used to what? I don't get it.
This is the first time you've seen him interact with people now, so like it's like, this is gonna happen.
When everyone turns to look, he just chimes in and goes, "No
This
autographs.
this
No
is-
autographs.
Oh, God.
Here on business."
This is the scene from the SpongeBob SquarePants movie where like they walk into the tavern,
The dirty bubble or whatever.
yeah, and like all of them stop and look, and they're like, who are these brightly colored, happy-go-lucky people in this rainy, dingy town that's we're in this bar right now, it's run down, like, what are you doing?
Can I take advantage of the situation and do a perception check on the reactions we get to see if there's any I can pick out that
Sure.
are
100%.
Nice.
suspicious? Try to get some lead. Not 20.
That's
Oh,
20.
heck yeah.
Fantastic. Congratulations.
Thanks. I don't win things very much.
Your rolls seem to have been like 1s and 20s pretty consistent.
The crit
That
fails
tower
and hits
It's
from
been
this side of the
perfectly
table.
built for the maximum amount of chaos at a table. Like,
I love my tower.
you scan the room as he's making his announcement, right? And you notice a few people just like mildly disinterested, but a lot of the people are kind of paying attention. One is like, disgust, right? Ugh, this guy, right?
I understand.
The two kids and the moms from the day before are here, and the kids are like, he's this guy's got shiny armor.
Go ask him to play tag.
And then there are a few people kind of sitting in the corner that almost appear to try and be hiding themselves.
Let's go.
Yes.
Zone
Let's
in.
do that.
First, I buy them a drink. Can I tell what kind of drinks they have, if they have any?
You can ask the bartender.
Yes, I'll ask bartender. What are they drinking?
Grog.
Give me one. Give me two. I'll drink one.
Do you have a 300 vintage wine? Or perhaps a Glendale? I would take a Glendale.
The bartender looks at Abby's character.
Give him a grog in a nice glass. The nicest glass you have.
Of course we do, fine sir. Of
Excellent.
course.
Excellent.
And then
What a pleasant
and
surprise.
Then, and then he gives one more look at you, like, and he goes, "We do. It's quite expensive in this area. It's quite, it's hard to come by.
Eat the rich. Do it.
50 gold pieces, and we will provide you with as much as you want for the evening. That buys you the bottle.
50 gold, that's
That's a steal,
That's
right?
nothing to this man.
twice my agent's fee. Although I have not had a good wine in quite some time.
I'm
Take it.
I'm besties with
Take
this bartender.
He's like, okay, I'll have to go get it from the back. You hear him rummaging around for a little bit. He comes out with like a slightly nicer, like, stein than the rest of the, but it's like, it's got ornate carvings. It's not just like a wooden cup, right? And he goes underneath the counter. He pours and he goes, "We can't let the regulars know that we have this."
I understand. Yeah,
Right.
trust me. I know the deal with the
And then-
regulars.
And then he goes, "Why don't you go sit down for a second? I'll bring this to you, just so it doesn't cause any more attention."
What are your thoughts on a game of tag at this time?
I think with the tab that you're building, you can do whatever you want here in this tavern.
Tally ho!
Good fellow.
And as you're walking away, Abby, you see him quickly grab a flower that's sitting on one of the just crappy displays that's on the counter, and he just rolls one up and kind of almost powders it into the drink so that it looks slightly different. It's now it's a little red instead of just nasty brown, right? And he brings it over and he
Frank,
goes,
this is why I'm chaotic
he
good.
goes, "Just ask if you need any more."
Thank you very much. And he takes a drink.
Cool. Roll me
Can't be-
insight and then Constitution saving throw.
Can't be seen not liking a fancy drink.
I don't think the bartender knows what he's doing. This is not a 300 vintage.
Insight and then Constitution saving throw.
Yes. Insight, oh boy, not his strong suit, but a 17.
17. Cool.
And Constitution.
Yeah.
Screw it. Probably up here. Oh, no, it's not.
While he's sipping the wine, can I try to put a little business card in the pocket of the
Dirty 21.
bartender? Front pocket, yeah. I'll just try to slip it in there.
He immediately notices what you're doing, but he sees that it's a business card, so he really doesn't care. He's in the business of gaining information, so contact info for a man that's in his bar isn't gonna hurt him.
It's got my name and a litll drawing of a frog and my GPA.
Your GPA!
Yeah.
A couple references.
Then he notices that there's a little goo on his chest now. Grabs a bar towel and wipes himself down. So, you got what on your Constitution?
21.
21. Okay. So, you can tell that it's not what you asked for. It doesn't immediately get you drunk, but man, was it strong. Now roll me a performance.
Great. Oh, 4.
Cool. Give me a performance of a man struggling to not let people know that he doesn't like his drink.
Thank you, kind sir. It's wonderful. It's a 300 vintage, you say this?
Shh, don't say it out loud.
What magic this must contain. What history. What wonder. Delicious. Thank you. This is perfectly fine for my tastes.
Yeah. Well, you want any more, let me know. The bottle's yours.
You know what? I'm actually feeling a bit full.
Nods. He quickly runs to the back with the pouch of gold and puts it away. You make your way wherever you want to go with the two.
Well, I wanted to ask the bartender a quick question
Okay. Yeah.
when he came back.
Yeah,
if
you
that's
come.
okay. That was pretty funny prank. Agreed? I think that was pretty funny. So, with that nice little pouch you got, is there anything you can tell me about those guys in the corner?
They come in pretty frequently, almost any times it rains. Occasionally they spend the night. They don't seem to travel too much. There are times that I don't see them, but most of the time I feel like they're around. I don't see them around town too much, but they're here most nights.
Mostly, okay. Is it usually like the same group of them?
Occasionally there's one more, two more, one less, but it's pretty consistently, 4.
And obviously they kind of keep to themselves. Does anyone else ever bother them?
No, occasionally people will walk up and leave, but not much else is really. They're paying customers. They're consistent. Let them be.
Well, when you talk to them, I hope I don't die. Wish me luck. Enjoy your gold. Okay, now I'm going to approach the table with 2, what are those called? Grogs. 2 big old grogs.
And you do approach the table with 2 big old grogs. They look at you.
I didn't think this far.
You're it. Haha. 1 second. I have to go see something.
Oh no. Oh gosh.
Hello, everyone. Terminator, I believe this to be some kind of mechanical oil. I believe he served me by mistake.
That is clearly
And-
grog.
No, I'm pretty sure this is some form of oil or something
That-
for people of your kind, and I'm clearly too polite to consider it to tell him of his error. I would like to gift it to you. What's going on, guys?
Cannot drink alcohol.
I figured out tag, by the way. It is complicated.
Okay. To the table, I ask if anyone needs a refill, if anyone wants more. Or I just said, I look to see who has the least amount of their drink left, and I set it down next to them and be like, this is for you.
Okay. You do that. She kind of nods at you. Waiting. Expectingly.
Is there a seat? I don't ask, I just take it. If there is one.
You can grab one.
Yeah, I pull up a chair and I sit down next to him.
Okay.
I offer to cheers my drink. And
Kind of lifts it up. Staring expectingly.
okay, I sip the drink.
Terminator, who are these people?
No deed goes unasked with a favor in return. So what is the favor that you're asking for?
What was it that you said, real quick, when we first walked in to this tavern?
I announced ourselves as mercenary heroes here to save their town. Is that what you're looking for?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I just say, we're trying to learn more about this town. You seem like a knowing fellow. Is there anything crazy going on we should know?
The cost of information is more than grog. In fact, grog, while what I'm drinking might set you back,
What would you prefer?
anything than that.
We have this. What are you drinking?
300 vintage, perhaps? Delicious, by the way.
I thought you said it was motor
Oh,
oil.
no, Terminator. I was talking about something else.
He looks at your cup and he goes, that's grog with some powdered cayenne.
You're mistaken, sir. I paid 50 gold coin for this.
This man knows his stuff, clearly.
Yeah, watch this. Would you like to try?
I'm good.
That's fair.
So you've been in this town for a long time?
A little while. Wouldn't call it long.
No. Do you like it here?
It looks at you curiously. The information I'm selling's not about myself.
Well, I didn't ask what you were selling. I just wanted to ask about you.
Gets nervous. See that there's kind of almost a blush form.
Whoops.
All right, let's pay the bill.
No. I got a lead.
Most people aren't concerned about me, but the town's not bad for business.
So business is what brought you here, not family, no friends or anything?
Oh, business is
You're a
what takes
businessman.
anyone anywhere in Keldark. It's business.
Interesting. I feel like you'd be good at your business.
Thank you.
Business thriving? Even in conditions like this? That's kind of crazy. It's impressive.
Conditions like this don't hurt my business.
Oh.
Is your
Cheers.
business-
Cheers to that.
It was up his
Cheers to
crog a little
business.
more emphatically than,
Yes,
than
cheers.
before.
Yeah.
Is your business umbrellas?
Looks at you. Did Reginald send you?
Yes, he knows Reginald.
Oh my gosh.
Reginald, I'll tell you this. I don't like Reginald.
No one likes Reginald. But Reginald has money. He has business. He has customers. So everyone loves Reginald.
Sorry, I found that to be the case with
I do not.
the friends.
Listen. I keep my business, he keeps his. Sometimes there's discussions, joint ventures, if you would. We don't talk about that. So, you're from Reginald. We'll call it a friend. You've been rather polite tonight, so what do you want to know?
I want to know, even just for my own personal curiosity, what kind of business isn't affected by this?
I talk business, I don't talk about my business. Because business talks.
Man's got rhymes.
Bars.
Bars. Put that on
Bars.
a t-shirt. Jeez.
The whirlpool.
I'm not gonna ask about the hideout directly. I don't know if it's a hideout. That river seems pretty prominent right now. Seems like it gets pretty worse as this rain goes on. Has it always been like that?
There were times where it wasn't as ferocious. It was designed as a carryaway for all the water, as a path for it to go, but the drainage system has seen better days.
Kind of got that vibe when I came in. They're probably not gonna. The conditions of the church would lead me to believe they're not gonna be fixing it anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
Is there?
Seems hard to think about, let alone with the weather. No one would touch it if they had to be out in that.
There's no parts of it that are still working.
The city's not flooded, and I hear that there's quite a large amount pooling around the church. beyond that, this all started maybe a month and a half ago. Lightning strikes the church. The new head priest came in almost a month before that. Things kind of went downhill.
Wow. She's like really acting intrigued. Wow.
Not that that's been bad for business. People with lack of oversight really makes, things easy for me.
That's good.
Of oversight. You're an optometrist. You work with the eyes.
I do work with the eyes, yes. It's a, what did you call it? An
Optometrist, yes. I have a personal one at home. I'm familiar with the business.
I do work with the eyes.
Alright, how long have we been in the tavern at this point?
Well, including the prank? Yeah, probably like an hour.
So is it getting close to like evening?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably like 5:36.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, strategy, try and leave this guy like, on a good note, wanting to talk more at a later date. Unless anyone has any last minute questions.
I think so. No? Y'all good?
Okay, well, and kind of glide over his hand as I grab my drink and go, well, I'll see you around. What's your name?
Again, my information ain't the one that's being sold, honey.
Alright. Well, if you see me, feel free to come chat again. I'll be at, fancy place over there. Against my will.
You are friends with Reginald.
Not willingly.
No one's friends with Reginald, really. Alright. Conversation wrapped up. You make your way, presumably back to the inn, fancy inn. Make your way outside.
I tag a child and I run out the door.
You just jump up.
What a fun game.
You're like, I'm winning.
You make your way back to the inn, and you go inside. There's a fresh setting of snacks, fruits, veggies, some pastries. It's not the same that was there the day before. No, they look fresh.
Ooh, stone fruit,
Not
my
getting
favorite.
mushy. Like the cabbages and the carrot. Not getting mushy.
Fresh stone fruit in this economy?
You
Start
assume anything else you want to do?
Is Reginald around in this tavern? He doesn't hang around?
You don't frequently see him around. If he wants to talk to you, he'll find you, and if you want to talk to him, you'll talk to the receptionist.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah, I think we're good for a long rest.
Cool. You all go up to your suites again, quite fancy, quite nice. Full bed, a large wooden barrel tub bath, already ran, warm, very nice. Abby, as you take stock of the jar
Yes.
that the liquid came in, cracked open. There is a greening that exists around, but there's no smell to it. The water that is kind of soaked the bag that it was in seems normal.
Cool.
Interesting.
All right.
Alright.
Long rest, and I think that's a good stopping point
Sweet.
for the night. It's 11:45. I think y'all are kind of on the right track, I hope.
Okay, can I, real quick, Abby, did you draw your character on there?
Yeah, don't look at it.
I thought it was wonderful. I was gonna have
It's
you
really
show it
bad.
off,
No,
but
it's really bad.
if you're,
She's self-conscious because she feels like she can draw better, but also it's better than all of us. so
right, I was genuinely shocked to
you know,
see it. I thought it was wonderful.
Well,
Like,
thank you.
Maybe we
Appreciate
can convince you to show it off tomorrow.
it.
we would all draw our characters and they'd be stick figures.
Yeah, we'll all draw our characters, and
then Abby would
we'll
be
just
like, "Here's
have
my
chat
character."
guess
It's like-
which one
Mine will have
who
sunglasses.
drew what.
Yeah, you're I hate you so much. Oh. Your character's not made out of metal. At least not fully.
Mine will be looking for the basement.
The trapdoor.
Trapdoor, where are you?
Alright. Well, that's going to be it for tonight as well. We're going to start running a replay of today's content. Thanks everyone for donating. It's been good.
Huge day 2.
Lots of,
Thank you.
lots of sauce. We're in the day with $1,800, $1,900.
Woo!
Pretty awesome. We've got a full day of stuff tomorrow, starting at 9 a.m. Ending with D&D tomorrow at starting that at 9 p.m. So we'll have 12 hours of other games and time hanging out, doing all that during the day. Tomorrow, I think we're starting off with Assassin's Creed Odyssey with Logan. So tune in if you want to see some of that. I had a great day. Had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
yeah.
The awards were incredible.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, the words were great. D&D was a ton of fun, guys. You guys made some great characters.
So did you.
Thanks, and we'll see you tomorrow.